Before we get into this video, I just wanted to apologize if I seem a bit quieter, just a little bit out of it. Right now, I'm a little sick, we'll say. If you want to learn more about that, you can go check out my video from last night called We Need to Talk. I talked about all of it there. But right now, it's just very important that I conserve my energy and let my body rest, so for the next couple videos, I might be a bit more, I don't know, a bit more monotone, a bit more chill, not as, like, super energetic. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm just in the middle of recovering at the moment, so I appreciate your guys' patience as I get back to my usual energetic, peppy self. But anyway, I finally unlocked Gold Tiger Camo in Black Ops 6/Warzone. Now, I know my progress seems a bit slow, but before we get into all that, we're gonna go to a private match and check it out as always. I can't believe I'm already knee-deep in another grind, but here it is, Gold Tiger Camo. I've done Dark Matter Camo for every single weapon in the game. I've done Nebula Camo for every single weapon in the game. And when I say every single weapon, I don't just mean the base 33, I mean the DLC weapons as well. And here we are, I'm fixing to do the exact same thing over here in Warzone. Now, relatively speaking, between the time that the Warzone camo became available and now, my progress has been pretty slow in that, and that's just because I've been procrastinating and putting off this grind for a while. But also, just in terms of, like, when I started grinding it, it seems like it's been taking me a while, but realistically, that's just because I've been playing a lot of Resurgence, and thus, I've been picking up a lot of, you know, guns off the ground, I've been experimenting with different loadouts, seeing what guns are good, what guns are not so good over in Warzone. So really, even though this is my first Gold Tiger Camo, we're already, I want to say, about 50% done with all of the military camos in the game. I have about, give or take, 50, if not more, eliminations with basically all 33 base weapons of the game, barring the launchers and the melee weapons. But in those exceptions, I've also gotten a lot of kills with, for example, the Krieg C and the SOG, so that kind of offsets that, because I do have to be honest, I'm probably going to skip out on the launchers and the melee weapons, at least at first. I will go back and do them at some point, but for now, I'm going to prioritize, like, the DLC weapons like the AMR Mod 4, the Krieg C, the SOG, the Maelstrom, stuff like that. That'll be a bit easier, just so we can get Abyss Camo a bit faster, since I plan to get, you know, Abyss Camo on literally every single weapon in the game at some point regardless. I'm just going to do those just to kind of speed up the process, and then I'll go back and do the launchers and the melee weapons, of course. But that's just kind of like where I'm at the moment. That's how we're going to do things at first before we go back. I do have to say, out of all the gold camos, I feel like just base gold in like multiplayer like this, for example, is still probably my favorite. But Gold Tiger does look pretty sweet. You know, it's a nice spin on the classic. We've had the purple, blue, and red tiger in this game, but yeah, you know, that Gold Tiger does look pretty good. I also have to say that in terms of the camos leading up to the Mastery, Warzone definitely has the best in my opinion. Like King's Ransom and Catalyst camo, those camos are absolutely insane compared to, like, I mean, Diamond is obviously beautiful and Dark Spine looks great as well, but there's just something about King's Ransom and Catalyst where they're so unique and they just look so good. But in terms of Abyss, I do have to be honest, it's probably my least favorite out of all of them, like Dark Matter and Nebula and that, but I mean, it still looks great. Obviously, I'm still excited to get it. It's a great camo. I'm just talking compared to Dark Matter, which is one of, if not the best camo in Call of Duty history, and then Nebula, which is literally just Borealis and Interstellar from last year combined, and yeah, obviously both of those camos were beautiful, and it's beautiful in Nebula as well. I know the XM4 is the first weapon that I got done, but right now I'm actually working on getting all of the LMG. I almost said all of the LMGs diamond. Getting King's Ransom for all of the LMGs. The one challenge that's really scaring me right now is the one special camo for the GPMG, where you have to get like 2 kills within 5 or 10 seconds or something like that. Like, that is insane. I've been flip-flopping between 2 strategies. My first strategy is to go into solo Resurgence and just play it there, because you get a lot of kills really fast over there, just generally speaking, with a lot of weapons in the game, and if you have a good match, you do really good over there. Or going into Plunder, and I kind of have this route now where I'll, you know, like, stay on the plane until the very end. I'll jump out, kill as many AFK players as I can, go back in for round 2 and kill the other players that were also trying to get the AFK kills, and then I'll immediately go over to Old Town, because usually a lot of action happens over there, and if I find anybody, cool. If not, then I'll just start hunting down most wanteds around the map. It really just depends on my patience. If I'm feeling a bit more patient that match, I will go around, look for the most wanteds. If not, I just back out and just keep cycling through the AFK players and hope that I get into a lobby where other players aren't doing the same thing, and even if they are, I'll just try to outgun them. Here's where I'm at on the GPMG. Again, 49 out of 100 on there, so I made good progress. Up here in the XMG, I don't have as many, only 26 out of 100 there. And for the PU-21, unfortunately, yeah, still not the greatest amount of progress there, only 11 eliminations. But again, it's only 3 weapons, which is why I'm doing LMGs first, just so then we have an easy class to go through, get King's Ransom, and then just kind of go from there, working on some of the other classes in the game, since all of these other ones are going to take a lot longer. Now, just out of pure curiosity, in order to, because I know launchers and specials might kind of be clumped into one, so yeah, okay, yeah, this does actually count as a launcher. So if I wanted to go ahead and get Abyss Camo on the Syrian 9mm, which is one of my most used weapons in the game, I'd also have to do another launcher alongside of it. Okay, what are the challenges on these like? So you got... Oh, it's only 40 eliminations with a launcher. That's actually not too bad. Destroy 5 vehicles driven by enemy Okay, that kind of sucks. 5 kills on airborne target. Oh, okay, no, yeah, not doing launchers right now. 40 limbs, 5 vehicles, 2 kills in a single match 2 times. Okay, I mean... Oh my gosh. This is just the beginning. The more that I play Warzone and the more that I'm allowed to use my operators from past games, look, man, I know the whole identity thing and keeping the games and universes separate, but the universes already collide in Warzone as is. I'm already running around with BO6 operators fighting Modern Warfare operators and vice versa. They really spoiled us with Carry Forward last year, and this year I'm really missing it, man. I do kind of wish I could play as Captain Price while running around on Liberty Falls or in Nuketown, for example. You know, I know, like, continuity-wise and in terms of, like, the identity of the game, it would really throw things off. But I feel like, I don't know, man. Like I said, like, we're already able to do that over here in Warzone. So there's kind of that part of me where, like, I can just see it objectively as destroying the game's identity and being like, you know what, long term, I actually wouldn't want that. But at least just in the moment, just with how many operators and how many skins and bundles I've accumulated over the years, I don't know, even if it was just like a different mode where it was just like, okay, this is like the non-canon mode, like maybe there's like 2 different modes they have in the game where it's like, this is the Black Ops 6 playlist, and then this is the playlist where you can use like any skin or operator or whatever, I don't know, just something like that. And this is how it begins. I check the map, see where the helicopter's coming in from, set a ping for like, right about here. I'll drop out there, the AFKs will all be right there, and then we'll see what I get. Alright, it's about time for me to drop out, and then we'll see all the AFKs coming in here in a moment. And now we wait. Oh yes, look at all those beautiful AFK players coming in, all of them ripe for the picking. Yes, no, do not steal my kills. I do not think so. Now, I don't know. Okay, it says that we got like 50 eliminations right there. I don't know how many of those counted for me because I know other people were shooting there, but you know, we made some decent progress in that 30 seconds. It really depends on the lobby. Some lobbies you get lucky and literally nobody's going for the AFKs, and then other lobbies it's an absolute sweat fest and there's more people trying to camp out the AFKs than actual AFK players, and it just becomes an absolute mess of gunfire. And see, as I'm diving back in, I can see another player up here. I don't know what, is this one of those AFK? No, definitely not an AFK player, but a free kill nonetheless. I see another player up on the horizon. I want to be careful here. Maybe if I can... I want to be careful. I don't want to give myself away either. I think he's still trying to see if there's any AFK players left, but... it's another free kill for me. Dang, man, it says that I only got 3 eliminations. Y'all saw how much I was spraying, but that's the issue, man. You know, if there's other people also going for the AFK players, your bullet has to be the final bullet that hits in order for it to count as an elimination before the other player goes down. So that can kind of be the tricky part. Then again, I do also remember I read or heard somewhere that that's actually not the case, though, and as long as you damage somebody, even if you're not the one that dealt the killing blow, then it should actually count as an elimination. So, but then I know there's also like other specific challenges where it needs to actually be kills. The whole difference between kills and eliminations can be somewhat confusing, so we're just gonna have to check when we get back to the menu, which is gonna be like right now because I don't feel like looking for people. I'm pretty sure the rule is if the thing says elimination, then you're good to just damage the enemy, but if it says kill, or if it's something more specific like a kill streak, then it needs to be actual kills. Yeah, this says 52 out of 75, so maybe they updated it, because I definitely damage more than just 3 enemies in that lobby. I have also been going for Warzone 100%er. I've made some decent progress, 50% on career, 11% on hardened, and 29% on prestige, which is actually the most impressive of all of them, considering that there's more tabs over here in the prestige section. I almost had the aggressive strategy one done. This one's pretty easy. Get 15 kills while concealed by a UAV, and then I'll have that one complete, and you know, most of these challenges, I've already looked through all of them. They're nothing too difficult. There's some that are a little, get 10 kills without dying in a single match. I've already done it 3 times, so it's not that bad. It's just I'm not the best at Warzone, so it's gonna take me some time. In Battle Royale, Resurgence win matches with over 20 eliminations 5 times. Like, yeah, I don't know about all that. Anyways, I apologize if this video is really short, but that's really all I can do for today. I really gotta try to conserve my energy and go back to rest. Again, if you would like to know more about what's going on with me, you can Check out last night's video, it's a whole thing, don't really want to talk about it here, but I'm just gonna go ahead, keep grinding Abyss Camo, and I'll update you guys tomorrow with where I'm at. Gonna be focusing on the LMG, so hopefully by tomorrow I'll be able to have King's Ransom on the LMGs. That might be a bit wishful thinking on my end, but I'm gonna try my best. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out to all the Patrons and channel members to get all in the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out to all the big baller tier, Melasking, and Big Daddy Manny, and the biggest shout out to all the G tier, Ryan Benson, and Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Goroni Dodaki Arigatou gozaimasu. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful, I love you all. Peace.